Hello viewers, welcome to the Standard 10 subject science. In our previous video, we have started the chapter number 1 chemical reactions and equations. In this chapter, we have learned the physical and the chemical change and also performed two activities, activity 1.1 and activity 1.2. From those activities, we have learned how to write a chemical equation. In our recent previous video, we have learned the balanced and the unbalanced equations, and today we will continue that topic, which is balancing of chemical equations. In this video, we will discuss and see the steps for balancing a chemical equation. So let us start. Let us try to balance this following chemical equation, which is given by Fe plus H2O. It gives Fe3O4 plus H2. So let us balance. We will learn to balance step by step. So our step 1 is to balance a chemical equation. First, draw boxes around each formula. Do not change anything inside the boxes while balancing the equation. So first of all, we will draw boxes around each formula. So our equation will look like this. Fe plus H2O, it gives Fe3O4 plus H2. Now step 2, list the number of atoms of different elements present in the unbalanced equation. Now we will list number of atoms of different elements. So here is the table for the number of atoms are present in the left hand side, it means reactants, and in the right hand side it means the products. So first of all, we have considered the iron, it means Fe. The number of atoms in the left hand side is 1, and in the right hand side there are 3 atoms of iron. Now for the hydrogen, in the left hand side there are 2 atoms, and in the right hand side there is also 2 atoms. Now for the oxygen, in the left hand side there is 1 atom in the left hand side and 4 atoms in the right hand side. So from the table you can observe that this chemical equation is unbalanced chemical equation because the number of atoms in the reactants is not equal to the number of atoms in the product. So let us balance this equation. Step 3, it is often convenient to start balancing with the compound that contains the maximum number of atoms. It may be a reactant or a product. In that compound, select the element which has the maximum number of atoms. So, we will select that element who has the maximum number of atom in this reaction. So, using this criteria, you can see in the chemical equation who has maximum number of atoms, which is this oxygen. So select Fe3O4 and the element oxygen in it. Because it has 4 atoms in the right hand side, there are 4 oxygen atoms on the right hand side and only 1 on the left hand side. Now to balance the oxygen atoms, we have this table. In the initial, we have in the reactants, in the H2O, there is 1 atom for the oxygen, and in the product, in the Fe3O4, we have 4 atoms in the right hand side. So to balance, we will multiply this atom by 4, so we can make it 4. So reactants and the products are same, so we will multiply H2O by 4. Now to equalize the number of atoms, it must be remembered that we cannot alter the formula of the compounds or elements involved in the reactions. For example, to balance oxygen atoms, we can put coefficient 4 as 4 into H2O, not H2O4, or in bracket H2O and out of the bracket there is 4. So that is not a right type. So the partly balanced equation becomes Fe plus, we will multiply by 4, so we can write 4H2O, that gives Fe3O4 plus H2. So this is partly balanced equation. Now move ahead with this step number 4. Iron and hydrogen atoms are still not balanced. Here in this equation you can see the oxygen is balanced, but the iron and the hydrogen are not balanced. Now pick any of these elements to proceed further. Let us balance hydrogen atoms in the partly balanced equation. So we'll take hydrogen. To equalize the number of hydrogen atoms, make the number of molecules of hydrogen as 4 on the right hand side. So we will make the table for the hydrogen atoms. In the initial, it means in the left hand side, we have multiplied by 4 to H2O. So we have 8 atoms of H. And in the products, we have 2 atoms. So to balance, we have to multiply this product with the 4. Then and then we can balance the reactants and the products by 8 8. So after balancing, the equation would be Fe plus 4H2O, that gives Fe3O4 plus 4H2. Here we have multiplied H2 by 4. Now in this equation you can see oxygen and hydrogen are balanced. The only is remaining, which is the iron. So examine the above equation and pick up the third element which is not balanced. You find that only one element is left to be balanced, and which is iron. So let us balance iron atoms. Let us draw the table for the iron. In the initial, in the left hand side, there is one atom for the iron, and in the product, there are three atoms for the iron. Now, to balance, we will multiply this left hand side of Fe by 3. So, 1 into 3. So, 1 into 3, and the products there is already a 3. So, to equalize Fe, we take 3 atoms of Fe on the left hand side. So, the equation would be 3Fe plus 4H2O. It gives Fe3O4 plus 4H2. Now, finally, check the correctness of the balanced equation. We count atoms of each element on both sides of the equation. Let us check here: 3 atoms of Fe, 3 atoms of Fe. How many atoms of oxygen in the left hand side? 4. And in the right hand side, there is 4. For the hydrogen, there are 8 atoms, and in the product, there are also 8 atoms. So, this is a perfectly balanced chemical equation. The numbers of atoms of elements on the both sides are equal, and this equation is now balanced. And this method, number of atoms of elements on the both sides of equal, this equation is now balanced, and this method of balancing chemical equation is called the hit and trial method. So this is the hit and trial method. You can also say the example of hit and trial method, how to balance a chemical equation by this method we have learned in this video. Thank you.